Chat. Well. What have we got here? Theme's a little low, isn't it? Let's juice it up a little bit. It has been a hot minute since we've been able to go live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back in. Glad to have you here. Thank you for this kind of a last-minute-ish live stream. If you were in the football Discord, you probably knew I was going to stream today, but it was a wild couple of days of football. There's been a lot going on in my situation, and it's just been such a busy couple of weeks. I haven't had any time or motivation really to do any streaming stuff. So it's good to be back. It's good to be back in the saddle here. We're going to have a nice flight. I fast forwarded the time a little bit, about 5 p.m. here as that Widget 737 takes off in Portland. And we're going to head down the West Coast all the way into San Francisco. So it's going to be, it should be a scenic flight. It's going to be back. There's a lot to talk about. There's a lot going on. Apparently this Fenix has had an update. Haven't even flown it. I haven't touched my sim since the last time we streamed. So it's been, everything is new to me. I updated everything. Hopefully everything goes smoothly. I got my Navigraph updated, got the Fenix updated. Got Beyond ATC updated. So we should all be ready to rock and roll. Tuco, what's up, man? Thank you for the $2 super chat. Good, could have went with $1 chat, but decided to go for $2. Oh my gosh, Tuco. Oh, way to rub it in, man. Way to rub it in. We'll talk about the Jets' demise later, but yeah, why you go for $2, man? That stinks, Tuco. I'm gonna take that $2 bill and light it on fire, man. Appreciate the super chat. Appreciate you. Callie Simmers in the house, West Coast, Best Coast. What's going on, Callie Simmer? Good to see you. Seth Jones, Bills Mafia. Man, what a game from the Buffalo Bills last night. Unbelievable. That was some excellent football. We'll talk football later in Cruise, but man, that is why I'm excited the NFL is back. What a football game last night. Dark, good to see you. Oliver's here. Zippy's in the house. Good to see you. Elena Zane, good to see you. Hope all is well with Real World Training as well. Good to see you. Fireflower Eastern T3. James Team Vodka, what's up, Vodka? Good to see you, man. Turk is here. He's trolling as always. Jeremy Harvey, good to see you, man. Hope all is well. Somebody asked about Battleship Gray. Next stream Battleship Gray. I was kind of torn if I was going to what livery I was going to fly today. And I love Battleship Gray. I think it's probably the best. Well, it is the best United livery. But on the 319, I don't know. It's good on the 319, but I'm saving Battleship Gray for another airplane that we'll fly next. So, but yeah, Battleship Gray is good. Maybe we'll pick up on our next stream out of San Francisco on a Battleship Gray United. So, welcome in all. I apologize for being gone for 44 years. I don't even know the last time we streamed, but I think it's been at least 2 weeks, right? So, I like Ted on the 319. Yeah, Captain Thrust said I do like Ted on the 319 as well. One thing I cannot get working, my gear lever is down, that's not good, is, or my gear lever was up rather, is my mini FCU. I, for some reason, cannot get it to connect to anything. I can't download it. Like, I don't know. It's just like in a loop of being broken. So, I don't know what I got to do to get the mini FCU to work. I can't even, I used to be able to just launch the mini FCU software. I don't even have mini FCU software on my system anymore, apparently. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But enough chit chat. Let's get into this airplane and let's go ahead and fire everything up. I will say this. I've been looking at screenshots. You know, I've been looking at the screenshots in the Discord and stuff, and then I've been doing a lot of real world flying as well. This cockpit, y'all, it's real life. Look at the screens, the way the screens sit here. Everything just looks so good. I constantly think about when I'm in the real airplane, I'm like, man, this looks just like the Fenix, as opposed to, man, the Fenix looks just like the real thing. It's such a weird thing. Look at the smudges on here, the glare on the screen. I absolutely love it. So we'll get it fired up here. Zippy, thank you so much for the support. Says, in the house, officially passed my Cali crew check ride. Hey, man. Very, very cool, Zippy. So you're like a 737 connoisseur now, right? That's awesome, dude. Thanks for the... Thanks for hanging out and being an active mod as well in Discord during my absence. Bill's Mafia with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Why did you reject my Fields for Allen trade? I'll have a trade for you soon, Bill's Mafia. Not after week 2, though. I'll have a trade for you coming up soon. Let's go ahead and fire the airplane up. Let me turn the sounds back up since I had to turn them down because we were outside. Let's go ahead and get battery 1, battery 2. It's been so long since I've flown the Fenix. I absolutely love it. Let's go ahead and connect the ground power. We're going to change that. We're going to change that IRS up there. We're gonna go sim settings. Yeah, here we go. No ISIS, analog, SATCOM European, no DCDU, brake fans. Where's the GP? ACP? What? Classic? Yeah, classic ACP and Genadiers. We're going old school on this one. All right, and I also think they had green hydraulic system on this as well with no LDEV. Old school. Maybe they have LDEV. They have LDEV? We'll put LDEV on. All right, cool. Oh, one other thing. Acceleration height. Need to change that. I don't know why that defaults to 1,500. 1,000 feet. Enter. 1,000 feet. Enter. Engine out. 1,000 feet. Enter. Beautiful. Okay. All right. Now we're ready to rock and roll. What did I miss? My goodness, Fireflyer creeping up on 3 years. Thank you so much for the support, man. I appreciate the 3 years of support. Here's to the next 3, dude. Thank you so much. Virtual Flight Diaries dropping 20 gifted subs. My goodness me. Thank you, Virtual Flight Diaries. Thank you for the support. Turning the chat green without missing a beat. Thank you, Virtual Flight Diaries. Very, very kind of you, sir. Hope you're having a wonderful Monday afternoon. Paul, what's up over there on the vertical stream? Checking in from York, England. Hey, man, good to see you, man. Aviation Pro, where am I going? I am going from Portland to San Francisco this flight. Matthew Namir on the vertical, good to see you as well over there. Thanks, y'all, for checking in. Good to see everybody here. I got to get used to looking over to the far right. All right, let's go ahead and run a little bit of a cockpit flow here. Cruise supplies coming on. Ground control CVR test. Boom, Captain to PERS, Captain. We'll get these on. We'll go heading STS. That looks good. Strobe, auto, nav, one. Auto arm the emergency exit lights. Juice up the integral lighting. Beautiful. 2 fault lights. That's normal. Fuel pumps are off. Fire test 1. Fire test 2. APU fire. Excellent. Everything looks good up on the right-hand side as well. Airplane's coming to life. We'll do a quick little initialization. Let's check the engine page. We have oil. Check pressurization is in auto. Status recall. That is normal associated. And we're cooking with gas. Wow, there's a little bit of a lineup out there. T-Maru, what's going on, man? How you doing? Hope flying as well. Staying safe out there. Hope all is well, man. Crap, if you want to stream, it means I got to go iron my uniform. Hope you're doing all right. Glad to see you back. Milan, I'm doing all right, man. Just a lot going on, dude. A lot of stuff going on. A lot of just so many big things happening in life. It's like, just can't keep up, you know? But I think we're turning the corner. There's been some activity the last couple of days, mostly on Friday and today. Some things have happened. I kind of feel like I got my pep back in my step a little bit. So a little bit of juice, you know, a little bit of real world juice flowing now. Great shirt, my man. Thank you for the 25 months of support. Only someone who flies fake planes more than real planes will think, wow, this thing looks like the Phoenix. Hey, you couldn't have said it better, Gray shirt. You know what? That's the truth, my man. That's the truth. When I'm in the airplane, I'm constantly comparing the airplane to the Phoenix. That's how good the Phoenix is. I don't care what anybody else says. My personal opinion, I think Phoenix is the GOAT of all Airbus. It's just the whole comprehensive package you get, everything. It's amazing. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. All right. Let's go ahead and get the rest of the airplane fired up. We'll be here all night long. So, I forgot. We got the old school. Food recommendations for flying through DFW for the first time. You know what, Jeremy? There's going to be food in every terminal you go to. There's so many options. I would just go to the little info area and have and take your pick, because depending on how much time you have, there's nothing that's in DFW that just is amazing, in my opinion. Like, oh, I'm going to go to the DFW airport for this. Although I do like Pete's Coffee. Pete's Coffee located on the E-terminal. But if you're flying American, the only way you'd fly through the E-terminal is if you're going through the high E's and you connect through. But I'd go hang out in the D terminal. That's the international terminal. That's the nicest one, I think. So, all right. Been a minute since I caught a stream. Hey, Zach, it's been a minute since I've been live streaming, dude. Good to see you. Hope all is well, man. All right, I got to program the box, so we're just going to sit here. I've seen this game before here. When I don't stream for a while, we sit back, we sit there and talk for 20 minutes without touching anything. We'll save that for the cruise. We'll save that for the cruise flight. Today is United 357, cost index 85, final cruise altitude is flight level 390. I love the 319, 390. Ground temp is 21 degrees. Fall is in the air. Pumpkin spice lattes are in the air. What a day. What a time to be a simmer. What a time to be a simmer. Before we load up departure and all that, let's go ahead and give the old Beyond ATC a call over here. So let's go ahead and tune clearance and auto respond off. I hope my mic is correctly. Let's go ahead and see if we can get our clearance from Beyond ATC. Portland clearance, United 357, clearance to San Francisco, please. I don't know if my mic is correct. We'll see here.
United 357, Portland clearance. We show no IFR clearance on file.
Well, that's a problem. No IFR clearance on file. Okay, well. Let me refile. Contact dispatch. We need a refile here. I don't even remember if I filed it, to be honest with you now. What's up, V1? I hope you and the fam are doing great. Hey, man, we're doing good, dude. We're doing good. Thank you for checking. All right, we'll reconnect here.
Beyond ATC.
I think we got it. You clicked fly before having sim brief generated. Very possible, Tutco. Very, very possible, my friend. V1, could you probably take a? You could probably take a mini FCU to the home sim and get the WinWing FCU MCU for office. You know what? I probably would, Vodka, but at this point right now, I'm just chilling. I'm not buying any hardware for anything right now, unless I'm buying helicopter stuff for the H60 because the H60 is amazing. When are you gonna fly the 7.3 Max again? You know what? We don't have. Do we have 7.3 Max in Battleship Gray? If the 7.3 Max is in Battleship Gray, we can fly that tomorrow, maybe. Let's try this again. Portland clearance, United 357, clearance to San Francisco, please.
United 357, Portland clearance. We show no IFR clearance on file. Please make a taxi request and check the frequency.
Oh, I think I know what I did. Let's redo this. Let me see if I do it this way.
United 357, ready to pick up IFR clearance to San Francisco Airport.
I think the times are way off.
United 357,
There we
Portland
go.
clearance cleared to San Francisco. Mini 5 departure, FOMIC transition, then as filed. Maintain for 1,000 feet. Departure frequency 118.1, squawk 6325.
Oh, jeez. All right. Cleared to San Francisco with the Mine 5 departure, FAMA transition, then as filed, maintain 4,000, departure frequency 118.1, squawk 6325, United 357. Is he going to get FAMUC?
United 357,
Yep.
read back correct. Contact ground 121.9 when ready for pushback or engine start.
All right, I'll have the FO pick that up. We'll go ahead and get to work here on the
Contact
departure.
ground 121.9 when ready for pushback or engine start. United 357. Thanks.
28 left. 28 left. We're on the Mine 5 departure. FAMUC transition. We'll insert that. SFO arrival. Oh, chat, we never boarded the airplane. Look, I'm rusty. I'm rusty, guys. I am rusty. I am rusty. Mass imbalance. What's going on here? What is going on here? Why won't it take a load sheet?
Horizon Air 2276 at ramp 237, request pushback and engine start. Horizon Air 2276, Portland ground, pushback approved. Southeast. Pushback approved, face southeast.
Okay.
Horizon Air 2276.
I can't even load it manually. Why can't I load it manually? Hit reset all on the EFB? Okay. There we go. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Who was that? Was that Tutco? It was. All right, I forgive you for the $2 super chat. Thank you, Tutco. Appreciate you, my man. Blackbird Controls is in the house. Blackbird Controls, what's going on, man? Long time no see. Hope you're well, dude. Thank you for the 10 gifted subs. I appreciate you for the 10 gifted subs, Blackbird Controls. Hope all is well. Hope life is well. Hope Tiller Manufacturing as well. Hope Blackbird Controlling Manufacturing as well. Good to see you, dude. Thank you so much for the support, man. Appreciate it. Shout out to Blackbird Controls if you guys pick up a membership from Mr. Blackbird himself. All right, we're going to be Bodega 4 into SFO. I don't know what we're going to land. Let's plan on ILS 28 right. We're on the Bodega 4, Milbic transition, approach via, I don't know, yeah, I'll do no via. We're gonna have to redo that, but let's go ahead and insert that for now. Secondary flight plan, Portland to Portland. KPDX is in the box. Secondary, we'll come right back around 28 left. Perf, we'll set up our air return perf. I'm just going to put 200 in the radar because I don't want to look it up. Winds are virtually calm. Temperature off the ECAM is 21 degrees. And what does the magic barrel ref say? 3000 in their wonderful progress page. We'll put Portland in here. Perf and it B, we'll leave it as is. How's our fueling? Fueling is complete. 14,000 pounds on board. We'll get the fuel tank pumps on. APU primed. Seatbelt sign is coming on. And 14.0 in the init B right here. Need to juice up the integral lights a little bit as well. Oh yeah, now the cockpit is coming to life. VOR constraint mode is on. APU start. Here we go. We gotta let's tune ground in here. Actually, no, we got to call them, right? Yeah, we're on ground. All right, cool. Tuka says I had that chat saved up since yesterday for the next stream. Nice. V1, please, thought on VNAV and teach those guys something for real. VNAV is amazing, Alexander Bellini. What's going on? Good to see you. We'll see on the descent. Everyone seems to scream about VNAV. I've never had an issue with the VNAV. Is it accurate? It's accurate enough to where I believe it. Listen, every airplane's a little bit different. So some airplanes are good on VNAV, some aren't on the VNAV. I've never seen anything in the Fenix that's like a massive discrepancy. I'm sure it's not 100% correct. I think even Fenix said that they're working on VNAV, right? So, but there's something, I mean, I just treat it as an airplane that's being funky. There's some airplanes, you try to come down a VNAV arrival, one flight director's on path, the other one's not on path. Depends if you're on FMS2 or not. Do you have FMS2, H2? Are you on the old FMS? Like, there's so many variances. I just chalk it up to the airplane being an airplane, and you just got to manipulate. But I do know for a fact that Amir said they were working on VNAV. So, all right. So, can Scott Hansen do Red Zone for you in Little Sim? It's kind of hard to watch both streams separately. Dude, I had no idea he was going to go live today, you know? I haven't streamed in 14 years, and he decides to go live when I go live. So we got 4,000 feet is set. Why is climb nav not blue? We're waiting on our final numbers. We do have a McDo message.
November 723 Kilo Papa, ready to taxi to the active. November 723.
97 plus 6 non-revs on board. We got 6 non-revs on board. APU is running. We'll go ahead and pull the jump seat out here. Yeah, the FO's got some nice shoes. Can I turn the FO off from the EFB or anything like that? I'm not sure if I can. All right, let's take a look at our charts. Aircraft is loaded. Real quick, let's take a quick peek at the Mine 5. Mine 5. Let's see. Blasting off here. No issues, no restrictions on the SID, initial climb, looking good. All right, airport info, we'll leave the taxi page up. We'll go ahead and go to, oh, we got to calculate our final numbers, that's right. All right, so let's go ahead and send this to the McDo. Perf takeoff. Take a look here real quick. I don't know why I keep getting negative numbers. There we go. We'll reset this. All right. We actually don't need a route reserve on a domestic. Can I zero that out? No. Okay. Normally you wouldn't have a route reserve there for a domestic flight, but all right, we got 27 minutes extra gas. Fueling is done. We got 1:21, 10,000. Let's run our perf takeoff. 2-8 left, dry. Sync final, sync live, calculate. 44, 44, 48. Well, we're doing a Toga chassis. Force Toga, yes. Recalculate, send the numbers to the McDo. 44, 44, 48, flaps 1 up 0.5. Toga is set. Wonderful. Seatbelt sign is coming off. We'll disconnect. It's been 3 minutes, allegedly. Let's disconnect and get out of here. They're closing up the doors. Alexandra Bellini dropping a massive 50 gifted subs. Alexandra Bellini. Wow. Absolute insanity. Thank you so much for the massive 50 sub bomb. I can't even know what to say. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. If we pick a membership up from Alexandra, please say thank you for spreading the love here at V1 Nation. Even when I'm gone, you know, when I come back, you guys are always still full of love. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Very, very kind. I'm just going to let that run through because I'm probably not going to see a chat message for the next 5 minutes. So let's go ahead and request pushback and start and get out of here. 4-star checklist, windows, doors, slides, close and arm. Beacon on, thrust levers, idle, park brake is on. 4-star check complete.
United 357, Portland ground, pushback approved, face northwest.
6325.
Pushback approved, face northwest, United 357.
All right, that's coming on. TARA 6325, pushback northwest. Connect the tug. Northwest, huh? Which way is northwest? Out to tail to our left. Go ahead and start the pushback. Cockpit to ground, brakes release. You are cleared to push. Oh, Delta connection E-jet right there.
Bank angle. Bank angle.
I'm back from deployment and spent my deployment money on my setup, which you should look at. I posted it in screenshots on Discord.
Virtual United Pilot, my man. I will check it out. Thank you for the $5 bank angle check. Very, very kind of you. I'll have to take a look at it on Discord, my man. Appreciate you. I've been pretty much in just hiding mode for the last week or so, you know, so I'll have to catch up the rest of the Discord. I appreciate the $5 bank angle check, man. Appreciate you. Welcome back, by the way, too. All right, we'll reset the chrono. All right, looks like the chat's finally settled down with the Alexandra sub bomb. Too kind. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate you, Alexandra. And northwest. That looks northwest-ish enough. Start turning the tail.
Allegiant 1596, Gate Delta 2
Now,
taxi
they said
via Echo.
2-8 left, but
Gate
everyone was
Delta 2
blasting
via
off the
Echo,
other runway.
Allegiant 1596.
We'll go ahead and stop it here. Cockpit to ground, push complete, set brakes. Brakes set, clear to disconnect, show me the pin out front. Thanks for the push. I'm going to start them up. All right, ready for engine start. Starter valve open. All right, engine mode to ignition start. Turn in one, here we go. Shh. Matthew Presley, it did, man. Well, I think. I think. Starting one.
Horizon Air 2023 at Gate Charlie 10, request pushback.
Horizon Air 2023, Portland ground pushback and engine start approved. Face northwest.
Pushback and engine start approved, face northwest, Horizon Air 2023.
Ooh, listen to that engine. I love it. Good start on 1. There's the Avail turning 2. Here we go.
taxi.
Horizon Air 2023, runway 28, left taxi via Tango, Bravo, Bravo 8, Charlie 8.
Runway 28, left taxi via Tango, Bravo, Bravo 8, Charlie 8, Horizon Air 2023.
Engine 1, IDG oil overheat. IDG 1 off. Are we sure? Okay. IDG 1 off. That was quick. Electric IDG 1 oil overheat. Clear electric. Clear electric. Status. Let's do an after start checklist. My goodness. Why we got problems already? We flaps 1 or 2, chat? Flaps 1. Matthew Presley. I just got an email. To sign up for the official view of inters. Literally as I'm sitting here starting engines. Wow. Okay, we'll talk about that. You know what? I got to do it now, actually. Give me a second. We're gonna pretend we're on. Give me 2 minutes. I have to do something here with this email. Let me do a quick PA. Ladies and gentlemen from the flight deck here. It's a little message here from our computer system telling us that we got to just get a hold of maintenance control here. It's nothing major. It's just going to take another minute or two here, so I do appreciate your patience. We should be moving the aircraft hopefully within the next 5 to 10 minutes. At this time, though, we are in active taxi. I'm going to ask that you remain seated or seatbelt fastened. Thank you. I'll update you with any information as I get it. Thanks. All right, hold on, chat. We got to do something here. Please click here to select what time works for your schedule. Invite link.
Alaska 1287 at gate Charlie 7, request pushback.
Alaska 1287, Portland ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face southeast.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face southeast, Alaska 1287.
All right, I've accepted. Yeah, wrong side. I did. Hold on, guys. There's a lot going on here. All right. September 24th, 9 a.m. I'm busy. No stream on that day. All right. Such realism on this channel. 10 for 10 would recommend. Same as a few years ago or somewhere new. So Matthew, so this morning I was doing somewhere new, and this afternoon, as of right now, I just got from a few years ago. Yeah. which means I need a good thing I did a logbook edit for 4 days. Dude, I found a year missing in my logbook. Isn't that crazy? All right, IDG2 oil overheat. You know what? I actually have my MEL here with me. Let's go ahead and pull this here. All right, let me pull out MEL. Electric IDG is not an EQRH, so we need to look it up in the other thing here.
Alaska
So let's go
1287.
to
Runway 28 left
OLDs.
taxi via Tango.
Electric
Bravo. Bravo 8,
IDG.
Charlie 8.
Runway 28 left taxi via Tango. Bravo. Bravo 8, Charlie
Electric
8. Alaska 1287.
IDG2. Wait, number 2 is overheating? Chat, what is...
Alaska 1238.
We can't
Charlie
shut
5
off
taxi
number 2
via
here.
Echo.
Hold up,
Bravo
hold up, hold
Tango.
up. Chat. We can't go with no IDGs. What do we got going on here? Hold on. We got problems. Can I refix you? We shouldn't have that many failures. I don't think I had. No, I don't have those on. Something is causing them to
Empire Air 7686. Ramp 256
that.
taxi via Bravo 5, Bravo. Hold short runway 28 left.
Ramp 256 via Bravo 5, Bravo.
Let's do
Hold
this.
short
Let's
runway 28
apply it,
left.
and then
Empire
let's
Air 7686.
fix it.
SkyWest 3341 at Gate Bravo 2, request pushback.
SkyWest 3341.
So there's
Portland
nothing
ground,
failed.
pushback
There's
approved.
nothing
Face
armed.
Southeast.
Pushback approved. Face southeast, SkyWest 3341.
We're getting some type of bug here. Are we gonna go single gen all the way down? IDG2 oil overheat. IDG2 oil overheat. Let's go ahead and fail it. Okay, so it's failed. Now let's see if we can go here,
Alaska 1287. Contact Portland
refix
Tower
it.
12.
It's not being refixed.
3.775. Have a good one.
Over to Tower 123.775, Alaska 1287.
Fail, reload. No, that's not fixing it. Clear in the
Empire Air
maintenance page.
7686. Cross runway 28 left at Bravo 5.
Oh,
Continue
who was
taxi
that?
via Bravo 5,
Daniel
Bravo.
Delic. He
Hold short
win the
runway
chat.
28
All right.
left.
Problem is,
Cross runway 28 left at Bravo
shoot.
5. Continue taxi via Bravo 5, Bravo.
Once you disconnect
Hold
it,
short runway 28 left.
don't tell me.
Empire Air 7686.
all right. Engine 1 is working.
Exec Jet 336, ramp Echo 75, request pushback and engine start.
Temps are coming down.
Exec Jet 336. Portland ground. Pushback approved.
All right, we're
Face
cleared out.
northeast.
We fixed it. We're on the phone with maintenance control. We got it fixed. There we go. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit here. Just an update. We got everything worked out. We're going to be on our way shortly. Thanks again for your patience. All right, so we got everything fixed. Everything is good to go. Let's go auto brakes
SkyWest
max.
3341 ready to taxi to the active.
Takeoff config check. Make sure the rest of our after start checklist is complete. That looks
SkyWest
good. Flight
3341.
controls.
Runway
Let's
28
do
left
them
taxi via
properly.
Tango.
Let's go ahead and do
Bravo,
full
Bravo
up,
8, Charlie 8.
Runway 28
full
left
down,
via Tango,
neutral,
Bravo, Bravo
full
8,
left,
Charlie 8, SkyWest
full right,
3341.
neutral, rudder, full left, full right, neutral, up 0.5 on the trim, please. Up 0.5, we're ready to go. Predictive wind shear, we'll just get you now. Boom, boom, boom. We're ready to rock and roll. Ready taxi? Let's go ahead and, since I've got faults still on the IDGs, we're gonna leave the APU on. We're gonna leave the APU on for emergency generator, all right? Just in case. That's in auto position? It is. All right, let's go ahead and get out of here. Request taxi to runway. I'm ready to rock and roll. Signed off on it.
357 request taxi.
My goodness. Chat.
United
Chat.
357. Runway 28 left taxi via Kilo. Tango. Bravo. Bravo 8. Charlie 8.
What the heck? All right, you got it.
Runway 28 left via Kilo Tango Bravo Bravo 8 Charlie 8 United 357.
I've got auto respond on. Let's go ahead and roll out of here. Matthew Presley, make sure it's impeccable. You have the original endorsements ready. Have your T-mats ready. Oh yeah, dude. I've been doing all weekend. I'm doing ProSoft binders as well. I ordered that. It's all going to be printed out. Perfect. Tail numbers and everything, dude. I've been fine-tooth combing it hardcore.
Runway 28, right via whiskey, Alpha, Alpha 2, exec jet.
Yeah, I don't know what to do here. What do we do? Kilo Tango. There's a lot going on today, chat. Kilo Tango. Bravo. Inner. That's inner is Bravo. Where's Bravo? Oh no, Kilo Tango to Bravo. Outer. And then Bravo 8, Charlie 8. Okay. My goodness. Let's go. Brakes released. Taxi lights on. We'll go flying. Here we go. Alright, sorry, I missed a lot there. Let me go back onto that. Turtle, thank you for the $5 super chat. Can you turn up your voice a little bit? I feel like the game sounds are overwhelming your voice. No, I can't turn up my voice. It's all the way up, but I can turn the airplane, the sim down a little bit. Thanks for the $5 super chat, man. Normally I turn the sounds all the way up for takeoff. That's why. But it's also because I'm looking over here at the other chat box, and sometimes it's not on the, it's not direct. Alright. Wow. Where were we going? Kilo Tango. We need to do a threat and air brief here. Alright, make the left here on... That's not Tango. Is it? I think this is Tango. Alright, this is default Tango. It doesn't look right. We'll take the default Tango. Roberto, what's going on, man? No worries, dude. Hey, man, sorry I never physically responded to your email, but I'm trying. Yeah, I'm trying now, man. It's just been the last couple of weeks, man. This last month is just, there's been so much going on, dude. I've been running around with like a chicken with its head cut off and just a lot happening, so. All right, Kilo Tango Bravo. I feel like we're still not on Tango. Are we on Tango? We're on Tango according to that. But we can't continue that way, so we're going to take the little offshoot here. Get on the other Tango. And then we're going to go left. I guess it is Tango. I probably should have the inset out, but this is not a formal interview, is it? Alright. V1, how do you find the flight dynamics of 24 compared to the real aircraft? Is the Fenix accurate as the Tolus? I think so, man. I've done a comparison video of the Tolus and the Fenix. Like, man, people want to compare them so much all the time. At the end of the day, dude, just fly whatever sim you want to fly. I've been on the Airbus for 10 years. When I fly the Fenix Airbus, there's nothing in it that is so glaringly wrong that I just don't enjoy it. Is it perfect? No. But there's nothing in it that I look at, I'm like, oh, I can't fly it because this is so broken. So I'm sure there's some inaccuracies in both of them. But the whole package deal that you get in Microsoft combined with the visuals and the atmospherics. The atmospherics is a huge one here, man. People are like, oh, well, the visuals of Microsoft are awesome. They are. But what also goes unsaid a lot is the environment in which you fly in. It feels so much more dynamic and real to me in Microsoft than in X-Plane. You know, I feel like the way the weather moves in and out and stuff just feels more alive. Okay, what else do we need to do here? So we did that. I gotta send this to my wife. She's gonna get a kick out of it, dude. Matthew Presley, you want to know something's crazy? If you're still here. So I got a CJO 4 years ago to the day. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy, man. Let's get into cruise before we distract the captain, my wife, and my dogs are at this flight. Sorry, James. That's right. We're focusing. We're focused now. We're focused. We should have terrain mode up on. Let's do a little mini departure brief. We got 4,000 foot. Let's see. Mini brief. It's going to be off of runway 28 left. We're on the Mines 5 departure. We're going up to 4,000 feet. 144, 148, 4,000 is set. First fix is RNAV to PEG-T. No questions, no questions. Flight controls have been checked. We did our flight attendants prepare for takeoff. Is there a 4-year reset period or pure? I think it's pure coincidence, man. I think it's just pure coincidence. All right, let's do a lineup checklist. Takeoff runway 28 left.
Runway 28.
Confirmed. All right, 28 left confirmed. Engine mode selector is normal. Bleeds and packs are set. We're going to leave the APU on until I can get rid of those fault lights, if we can get rid of them. They seem to be okay. They're still hot, but they're coming down. So we're going to leave the APU on just in case for an emergency generator backup. I don't know where to go. Lineup check is complete. All right. Let's tell them we're ready.
United 357. Contact Portland Tower 123.775. Have a good one.
Have a good one. We're having a good one, chat.
Over to Tower 123.775, United 357.
Ladies and gentlemen, please prepare for takeoff. Oh, look at this guy. Look at this little 172, or what is this, a Caravan? A little Mokulele. You know what? Mokulele never hired me, man. Oh, no, it's Pacific Wings. Pacific Wings. That's a FedEx feeder. What is that, Martin Air?
United 357, ready for departure. Runway 28
Oop, that was a hard stop.
United 357, hold short of 28 left. Arriving traffic.
Holding short.
Roger, hold short of 28 left for traffic, United 357.
Love me a Caravan, yeah. Replies are faster on. They do seem faster. I'll have to mess with it. Is there a? That was Empire Air. Is there a way to speed them up, slow them down?
Empire Air 7662.
United 357.
That's us.
Runway 28 left. Line up and wait.
Line up and wait. Runway 28 left, United 357.
Line up and wait. Runway heading 281. That checks.
United 357, Portland Tower. Wind 265 at 6. Fly heading 290. Runway 28 left. Cleared for takeoff.
Fly heading 290, runway 28 left, cleared for takeoff, United 357.
All right, heading 290.
Alaska 278, holding short. Runway 28 left. Alaska 278, number 2 for departure. Hold short of 28 left.
All right, heading 290 is set. Cams are
Hold
switched.
short of 28 left.
Sounds all the way up, ladies and gentlemen. Let's pull them up 50. Yoga's in chat. We've had some massive sub bombs. Let's get those blue yogas in chat. Here we go. Yoga. Mantoga SRS runway at the thrust.
Alaska 278, runway 28 left.
80 knots.
Line up
Thrust
and
set.
wait.
Let's get back on the center line here. That'd be great.
Line up and
100 knots. Check.
runway 28 left. Alaska 278.
V1. Rotate. Gosh, that Martin Air thing is not up past the whole short line. Positive brake. Gear up. Fly with. Baby. Select heading.
Alaska 1370, holding short. Runway 28 left.
Goodness.
Alaska 1370, number 1 for departure. Hold short of 28 left.
Thrust climb, open climb, heading.
Short of 28 left for traffic. Alaska 1370.
United 357.
S-speed, flap 0.
Departure.
Speed checks, flap 0.
Portland departure, United 357.
After takeoff checklist, please.
Portland departure, United 357, 1,900 feet.
United 357, Portland departure. Radar contact cleared direct Kelly. Resume the Mini 5. Climb maintain flight level 190.
Clear direct Keeley. Resume the Mini 5. Climb maintain flight level 190, United 357.
Thrust climb, open climb, nav 190 is blue. We're going direct to Kelly. Kelly? Keeley? F takeoff checklist is complete. AP is still on. Oh my goodness, look at that lighting. I'm gonna hand fly it through the turn here. This is IAE engine, James. IAEs.
Exec Jet 336, contact Seattle Center 125.8.
Contact Seattle Center 125.8, Exec Jet 336. Have a good afternoon.
Portland departure, Alaska 278. Good afternoon, 900.
Bank angle check to the left.
278, Portland departure, radar contact cleared direct Healy. Resume the Cascade 4. Climb, maintain flight level 190.
Cleared direct Kelly. Resume the Cascade 4. Climb, maintain flight
Gosh, it
level
flies so good,
190.
man.
Alaska 278.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
Portland departure, Alaska 1370, 600 feet.
There's
Alaska
10,000.
1370, Portland departure, radar contact, clear direct Wamey, resume the Wamey 5, climb maintain 1717,000.
Out of 10,000. Lower the nose a little bit.
Clear direct Wamey.
Downtown Portland off the wing, looking good.
Climb maintain 17,000, Alaska 1370.
Full flap sim was too high, slammed his thrust levers to Toga for some reason and landed illegal. Oh my gosh. There's a reason he still has training wheels on. Bank angle check it all the way around here. Let's get dialed in. A little bit of chop coming out, a little bit of light chop. Oh, turtle. Turtle. Thank you for the $10 super chat, sir. It says, I don't have much to say about planes, so I'm going to wing it. I was told my jokes were first class, but I felt like none of them would land. I just feel like they went right over their head. Great work. Oh, my goodness. Turtle, thanks for the $10 super chat, my man. Appreciate you. That's a good one. That's a good one, sir. I appreciate that. Very, very kind of you. Awesome stuff, man. Thank you. All right, let's get rid of terrain mode. I'll put on the weather radar. I don't see anything out there really. Just some, looks like some maybe light misting rain. We'll go ahead and engage AP1, Autopiloto 1. We're at 10,000 feet. Let's clean up our blocks. We'll copy the active progress page. We'll put in San Francisco. That goes in there, looking good. And we're not gonna. We're on guard on number 2. Looking good. All right. We're cooking with gas now. We'll throw the map up on the other stream. Oh no, what happened to my map page? Trying to get the tracker stream set up there. Ooh, there is some weather out there on the flight tracker. We'll keep an eye on that. We'll see if we pick any up right now, but I'm just, look at that view. I know I've been seeing a lot of X-Plane like, oh, we've got new weather radar in X-Plane 12. Look how realistic it looks. This looks good right here. Joe Plane's wrong account. What's up, man? I guess I should start flying from this seat, huh? Get used to it. See, this is what I'm talking about, atmospherics, though. The atmospherics. I like the multiple Claire? I like the multiple Claires. Cloud layers.
Hope all went well today. I'm sure it did. Keeping you and your family in our prayers. Trust in God.
Amen to that, Mike P. Amen to that, my friend. Oops. Mike P. with a massive $50 bank angle check. Mike P. My man, thank you so much for that support. I appreciate you. Absolutely right, my friend. You're absolutely right. And That I shall. Standards are set. STDs passing 18 thou. How's our electrical? They're still faulted out, so we'll leave that APU running for right now. But Mike P, appreciate you, man. That's a massive bank angle check. Appreciate the support, too. It'll be a bit before the left again. Yeah, I know, Matthew Presley. That's the sad thing. XP is looking better, man. Just got to get some of the ortho going. Yeah, I just don't want to do ortho, man. That's really it. I don't have the time. I don't have the time to set up ortho. But, you know, I don't know. I flew the last time. I didn't fly in it that long ago. I'll have to look at it again. There's a latest update within the last week, right? Matthew, what's the most junior left seat base? Is it LaGuardia in Miami? For any airframe. Rex Atmos? Never heard of her, Adam. I used Rex Atmos one time in 2020. Blue screened my PC, uninstalled, never again, never happened again. I do want to see that latest update, though, in X-Plane Day and B Travels. I do want to check it out. LaGuardia Guppy. Yeah, man, I'm just out of curiosity, I'd be curious on the date of that. All right, we are minus 21. We're in the zone. Engine anti-ice is coming on just as we clear this out here. Eastern T3, thank you for the 20-pound super chat. Very kind of you. Really appreciate the support, man. I hope all turns out well for you and your family. Hey, Eastern T3, as Mike P said, man, trust in God, and that if God's with you, no one can be against you, right? So, appreciate that, my man. Things are looking up. Thank you for the 20-pound super chat. Very, very kind, sir. Very, very kind. Rex Atmos trauma, indeed. Any tips for instrument learning? Juan Soto, yeah, for instrument? Are you talking about like real-world instrument training, or in the sim, like learning how to fly on instruments in the sim? So, real-world instrument training, they kind of piggyback out of each other. I would go use the simulator to help you train before you get into the airplane, because you can do a lot for free, essentially, or for the cost of Microsoft Flight Sim. And start getting your scan patterns down and things like that. So the flight sim, or a flight sim, can be a real tool for learning instrument flying before you go and spend high dollars per hour in the actual airplane or in an FTD. But if you just want to learn how to fly on instruments in Microsoft Flight Sim, start small. Before you start doing instrument flying, and this is like I think the number one mistake so many people have, is you got to start with an airplane that you have 100% confidence in before you start trying to fly it completely IMC. So even if you just love flying the Airbus around all the time, why don't you to build a basic understanding of your instruments, start small, get in the default 172 or maybe a Duke or something that you like to fly that you're familiar with that's a little bit slower. The Duke is kind of a handful, like a 172 or something. And just try to do a flight from A to B, a short flight in something small and slow. Do that a couple times, and then you can move on up into faster jets. Because when things start going fast and you're trying to learn instrument at the same time, the two are, it's just puts a lot of extra stress on your brain. So start with something slow. That way you can see things happen. Needles move a lot slower at 90 knots than they do at 250 knots. I have a feeling we're going to start seeing the 737 more often here. Very possible, Bill's Muffet. Very, very possible. Juan, I passed my private 2 weeks ago, but an instrument as well. Oh, okay, awesome. Okay, so perfect, Juan. Congrats on passing your private. Yeah, use the sim. So whatever you're training in, if you have that aircraft available in the sim, that's a huge plus. Like if you're training on a 172, get the 172 in the simulator up and flying and do your instrument lessons in the sim. If you do your lesson before you go do it with an instructor, I guarantee your understanding and your progress is going to be exponentially faster and more comprehensive than if you just show up to your lesson. Use your home sim as a tool. You'd be amazing. You would be amazed at how much you can. How do I word this? You'd be amazed at how much faster you can retain information that you've already seen it, like on your home sim when it comes to instruments. So if you go up, if you're going to do like those instrument patterns where you fly around, instrument patterns, whatever, do that pattern on your home sim, then go do it in the real airplane, and you'll be like, wow, you basically gave yourself a free lesson. Same for, and that goes like Mike P said, same goes for PPL, anything. If you, whatever you can do in the sim, you're going to save yourself a lot of time in either repeats or in headaches in the real airplane if you can do it in the sim first. Matthew says, Junior Captain, October of 22, but you can make more money as a top half FO than you could as a plug captain here. We have a way of crediting 1,300 hours while getting a month or 3 free from PBS bidding. Ooh, wow, that's crazy. Dude, that's a lot of flight time, man. I haven't flown 13. I mean, I'm more of a 300 hour a year kind of guy. We're going to have to knock that off about 1,000 hours, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy, though. Interesting. Plug 22 in the Guppy in New York. Gross. Thanks for the info, man. Appreciate it. We gotta, as soon as we get on top of this layer, we should be able to. Let's see, what's our temp right now? Minus 39. Once we get minus 40 on the SAT, we can go ahead and turn the IS up. But we're kind of fighting these upper layers. T-Muro, you did 880? Oh my gosh. Holy cow, dude. I haven't flown 800 hours a year since I was a regional guy. Goodness. Oh, you fly 500 to 600 in credit. Oh, okay, Matthew Preston. I like what you're throwing down, man. Matthew, can you look up plug DFW? Just curious, like just right seat, just whoever is the most junior in DFW on whatever airframe it is. I'm curious. Probably 7.3, I'd imagine. I think I had a buddy there. He said it's about the same. It's like 3 or 4 years for DFW. Next time you stream, can you fly the Pitcairn? Oh, you can fly to Pitcairn Island site of the HMS Bounty. Marooning is no idea. No idea what that means, James. Right seat. Just right seat.
November 623 Delta Alpha, contact Seattle Center 124.2.
Did you turn the APU off? No, I did not, because we have overheating generator temps. Let's take a look at them. It's definitely a bug. Yeah, see, they've gone back up to like 3,800 C. Our IDGs are melting. That I don't know why. We must have some bug that's causing those IDGs to overheat. Interesting. Does the Phoenix allow V1 cut practice? I remember the climb wasn't good enough a couple years ago. Alex, you know what? I don't remember. When did we do a V1 cut last? I think we did one in the Phoenix. I think it's fine. I do know you're right, though. A couple of years ago, it was not. We couldn't get off the ground. Oh, there was a bug when this first came out. With ground friction, if there was water on the runway. I don't know if that's been addressed. Right account, Mr. Chicago. Good to see you, man. Just got to fly the Scalarky 330 sim pre-release DC SC-130 at the Game Expo in Chicagoland. It was a great weekend. Nice, Joe. I think I saw your pictures in the Discord. Dude, how cool was that Scalarky 330 sim? I did that with Mr. Wrongside sim. That was a fun little flight. Oh, it's in Tahiti. You know what, James? I wouldn't mind doing a little flying around Tahiti here in a little bit. I wouldn't mind doing a little Tahiti flying here in a little bit.
Seattle Center, SkyWest 4043. Good afternoon, flight level 204.
Did they have throttles at 50% off? Oh, that's right. ATRs in Tahiti. You know what, Vodka? That sounds like a pretty good idea. ATRs in Tahiti? I wouldn't mind that. How is the ATR? Has the ATR received any updates in any recent time? And also, chat, what is the status on the MD-11? Do we have any MD-11 updates? Look at the new scratches on the window. This window looks so much better. I mean, before it had a whole lot of COVID on it. Now it's a little bit more cleaned up. This looks like a 2025 window. Crazy, man. That's beautiful. Plug left is February 22. Plug right, Jan 25. What? That's only like 9 months. I could do 9 months. I fully figured it'd be at least a year. But in my opinion, it'd be worth it. Wide body is 19. Ooh, wow. Crazy, man. Thank you for the info, Matt. Hey, you know what, dude? Do you mind if I hit you up in the Discord? You're used to get paid. You're the brought to you by AWS now, right? In Discord. I'm gonna hit you up in DMs, man. If you don't mind. I appreciate the info, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna hit you up, man. Ryan, what's going on, dude? V1, I don't know if you remember me, but a while ago I asked for tips on the PPL check ride, and I have officially passed the check ride. Ryman119, dude, that is fantastic. Congratulations on your PPL check ride, dude. Welcome to the family of aviation. Very cool, man. On to the next, right? What are you doing next? Instrument? Are you going instrument, or you stick in the you're gonna stick to instrument, commercial, and airline goal, or you got other plans? What's the future hold for you, man? All right, we're gonna leave the APU run this whole flight. We can let it run all the way up to 39, so it's gonna run. Probably should have increased our fuel burn for that. The thing is, the generators are fine unless we disconnect them, so we're just gonna have to deal with it. A little bit of weather out there, but we're above most of it. 36 for 39. I'm gonna have to bind this view. Oh boy, Wingnuts in the house. $5 super chat, thanks, man. I appreciate you. The 737 pilot, I can't wait. Listen, I'm a kind of I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I would be excited at the prospect of learning the 737. The way my life has been going the last couple of months, I would welcome the 737 with open arms and a big smile on my face. Right plug on the bus, November 24, so 3-ish months difference between two. Oh, wow. Okay, well, that's not terrible, man. That is not terrible. Oh, right bus November 20 is... Wait, hold on, what? I lied. Right plug on the bus, November 23. Okay. So, full year, and then some on the bus. Very much appreciative of the info, man. What does plug mean in aviation? Upgrade time? It means literally the plug, like the bottom. You're the last guy or gal in that slot. So, for instance, the DFW base is going to have a list of captains and first officers for a specific airframe. Take the 737, for example. The very bottom pilot is known as the plug. Now, that's how you kind of gauge what base you would get, or how long you could potentially have to wait until you could get in that base. Now, of course, anything can change, right? We've all seen COVID. We've seen normal hiring windows open and close. It's all fluid, and it all can change, and nothing is guaranteed. But in a normal environment, it kind of gives you an idea of how long you can expect to hold out before getting something. V1 will have to go back and delete all the streams he bragged about the tray table life if he's awarded the 7-3. Listen, nobody's being awarded anything yet. We got a long way to go, but it will be potential. The bus has been stagnant forever. I imagine so. Everyone wants to. Everyone wants the cush life.
2611, contact Seattle Center 125.8. See you.
The bus plug will be May of 24, so half a year on the Guppy, a year and a half on the bus. Okay. I got you, Matthew Presley. Oh, you know what? I never responded to the rest of. Oh, I did respond to Wingnut. There you go. Well, I can't tell. Wingnut's over here texting me all kinds of nonsense. All right. If you is going to fly up to Alaska and fly the DC-6 for Everett's, you know what, Diabetic Lad? That would be an option. Diabetic Lad, what do you think? You think your team's going to put up, what do you need, 35 points tonight? I don't know. All right, seatbelt sign is coming off. Let's go ahead and cruise out. We'll zoom the range out. Let's put the airports on there. Flight plan's looking good. Everything else looks fine. Let's go ahead and do a little systems check here just because we've got some weird things happening. Oils are fine. That looks, wait, what? Leads are fine. We only have 90-something people on board, so let's go pack flow to norm. Pack flow to, to low. You'll see the pack flow control valves are moving to the low position there. All right, that looks good. Cabin pressure is good, 8,000 feet. We've got bugged out IGGs. We're running the APU just in case. Hydraulics is good. Well, that's interesting. We got no fuel temps. APU's running. That is interesting. All right. Everything looks good. Let's get out on the wing and check. Wow, man, there's nothing to look at. I was thinking we are going to have a nice, view to look at, but there's not a whole lot to look at here, Chad. We might just have to sit on the jump seat. Let's go ahead and get on the jump seat. What do you say? Let's sit on the jump seat. Let's get some realism mode going on here. The sunshades down. Where are you at? All right. Much better, much better. Hey Jay, thanks for the $3 super chat. Switching to the benefits of full manual control. Oh my goodness. Full manual control. Can't believe it. That would be something. I know some guys down in Miami looking for a pilot. Really? Off the radar? I believe DJ Moore MVP campaign starts now, David Glad. We'll see. I don't think so. Delta Lima, what's up, man? Thank you for joining the channel, becoming a private pilot. I appreciate you. Very, very kind. What can that be? You can't imagine what failure takes out all the temperature probes. Yeah, Dennis, so it's just a bug. We just have a bug going on right now. It's been confirmed, but we're fine. We're running the APU just in case we lose any electrical power, or any generator power, rather. But all is well. V1 just tuned in, swapping airlines. Gray shirt, so here's the thing, man. It's been a lot going on, obviously, in the airline industry right now. There's a lot of negative news, and there's a lot of positive news, depending on where you're at. For me, personally, it's been quite a ride, man. I've been with my current operator for 10 years. I'm pretty senior. But things just haven't been going all that well, right? So I've been floating the idea of changing, which is a huge, to give up 10 years of seniority is big. So I've been struggling with that. There's been a couple other things going on. There's no decision to be made right now. I don't have a decision. I figure when I get to the spot where I need to make a decision, I'll make a decision. But there has been some progress, and we're just going to go with it. So we're going to go with it. We're going to see what happens. Leaving the airlines, going corporate, the best move of my life. Scooty, well, see, everyone's different, man. I know a lot of guys that love it. Look, when I started this journey, I wanted to be corporate. That was my plan. I wanted to go to corporate world. I got into the corporate world. I left the corporate world to get some more PIC turbine time a little bit faster by flying freight. by the time I had the PIC turbine time to go back to corporate, I didn't really want to. My buddy had a pretty good gig at a regional carrier, so I went there, and then I got sucked into the airline life, man. So I'm not saying I don't like the corporate world, but for right now, for me personally, I'm sticking with the airline stuff. But I know a lot of guys, if you can find the right corporate gig, you know, you can have a hell of a career there too. So it's just everybody has different preferences, right? But grappling with the idea of giving up 10 years of seniority is very challenging, especially. So I had an opportunity to leave 4 years ago. That's a lie. 3 years ago. Right? It's almost 26. Yeah, no, 3 years ago. 3 years ago. So that makes me feel a little bit better. I had an opportunity to leave 3 years ago. I did not, because there was a lot of potential good things going to happen to where I was at, and nobody can predict the future in this job. But essentially what happened after I made the decision to not leave when I had an opportunity to, the wheels started falling off with my current operator, and things started going backwards. I mean, you know, being top 20% seniority is great when you have 5,000 pilots below you, or I guess in my case 3,000, 4,000, 2,000 pilots below you. But if your airline's going the wrong direction and they're cutting guys off the bottom, then your seniority is essentially eroding, going backwards.
Horizon Air 2023. Contact Seattle Center 12
and being a father of 4 and the sole income provider, you know, income has a lot to do with it, right? You give up at the time, a 7-year captain salary to start over and commute for a year. That's a financial strain for sure. So I had all the information that I had at the time. I made a decision, and turned out to be not the right decision, but hindsight's always 20/20. So now, essentially what's happening is there are moves in place right now. Essentially, I have 2 interviews lined up. Now, like I said, there's no decision to be made because I don't have any offers, but I have 2 interviews lined up now that I need to perform, and then if I am so fortunate to have a decision to make, I'll make it. But it's kind of where I'm at, kind of what I've been grappling with. So, and a lot of people think, oh, well, it's just money. It's really the money aspect of it is the least of my worries, to be honest with you. It has everything to do with the quality of life. And if you look at a decade of your life that you basically sacrificed a lot super early to put yourself in a position to retire number 1 at an operator, and then that operator ends up having the wheels fall off, you feel like you've wasted those 10 years. And in reality, in this industry, you have, because when you go somewhere else, you always start from the bottom. You start over. So just to deal with what comes with that is a change in schedule, a degradation in quality of life. A lot of those things go out the window because you go to the bottom. So it's tough. It's a very tough position to be in. But you got to look long term. And Diabetic Lad is absolutely right. A junior pilot has it better than an unemployed pilot. You're absolutely right. I've been very fortunate that I have not been furloughed recently, but there are in the industry, Spirit's furloughed. Well, how many pilots has Spirit furloughed? Up to 1,000 now, I think. So there are a lot of pilots that are either on furlough or about to be furloughed, and they're facing, you know, that whole situation, which is not of choice. They're being told, look, on October 1st, you no longer have a job with us. So I just got to be fortunate that I'm in the position that I'm in and try to stay positive, forward thinking, right? But see, that also changes. So what's crazy is that changes the landscape of hiring, right? Because if you're going to furlough pilots, you've got all these qualified guys now that are going out on the street and they're looking for jobs. And if you're a low-time guy at a regional or something, you're trying to get into the airline world, that's going to affect how hiring is done, and it's really going to be a different landscape. So, is it Casual Tuesday? Your FO's looking at a uniform. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know how to turn the FO off on this one. I've heard flying cargo, great gig, but extremely hard to get. It just depends, man. I don't know if I would go cargo right now in this industry, the way the industry is. I know I got a lot of friends at FedEx, UPS, even Atlas. It's with the way things are going with drone techs and drone technology and all this stuff. Cargo used to always be the safest thing, but I don't even know now. I don't even know how safe cargo is. So it's crazy. That's crazy. I wouldn't say that it's a super safe gig. I'll say this, quality of life here isn't half bad. When junior, I'm around 75% in base, and I went from the end of February to the end of May without having a single overnight. Flew nothing but day trips. See, now that, Matthew Presley, is pretty amazing. And I guess since you are doing day trips, you drive to work, right? Which is huge. Driving to work, being able to work for an airline. People ask me all the time, well, what airline should I go to? Or I've got a CJO with this airline, or these, what would you do? And I've always told people, find out where you want to live first, and then get hired by the airline that has a base where you want to live. Because there are two types of pilots in the world. Two types. There's only two types of pilots. There are those pilots that are happy, and there are those pilots that commute to work. Pretty much sums it up. So if you can go somewhere where you can drive to work, it's a whole different ball game. And by commute, I mean having to fly to an airport from another airport to show up for work. Fly USMC, thank you for the $5 super chat, man. I appreciate you. I have felt your pain. My father went through the ups and downs of Eastern, was lucky to retire the year before they went under. Airline biz is war. Fly USMC, thanks for the $5 super chat, man. I appreciate you. Yeah. It's the airline business is insane. When you think about it, you think about this industry where you're going to be faced with making decisions with insufficient information, and the outcomes of those decisions that you make will alter your life and your career, either for better or for the worse, and you won't be able to do anything about it. Like, it's almost like playing the lottery with your career when you join this industry. And it's one of the few industries I can think of where you spend 10 years at somewhere, right? You build up experience and time, and then you go somewhere else and you start over again. I don't know, is there any other industry like that? I think of like shipping captains, right? Well, if you work for this shipping company and this guy's been a captain for 5 years, let's hire him. He's got experience, right? Boom. But I don't know. Is there another industry that has the same kind of you go to this airline, then when you go somewhere else, you reset. It's just it's a crazy career when you think about it. And the magnitude of the decisions that you have to make can be unbelievable at times. Can be unbelievable. Mickey G, thank you for the $10 super chat, man. I appreciate you. It says, exciting, man. Been praying for you and the family recently. Mickey G, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate all the prayers. It does appear to be working. So we'll keep them going. I appreciate it, Mickey G. Thanks for the $10 super chat. You're still dead to me, though, Steelers fan. But I really appreciate it. I'll pray for you, too. I'll pray for you since you're a Steelers fan. Thank you, Mickey. Nico, thank you for the $5 super chat as well. Thoughts on the 319 Neo? It's such a shame to see. Oop, I lost it. Selling so poorly. Yeah, Nico, I was really hopeful for the 319 Neo, but that pretty much died. We were going to see him in the U.S. There was going to be a 319 Neo flying in the U.S. with Frontier and Spirit, but then the JetBlue merger kind of tanked that. So the 220 has pretty much killed the 319 Neo program, but it is what it is. Al Loper, yeah, 327.3. It says best. Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about, Al. I actually know him, so I know what you're talking about. That's nuts. Seniority doesn't count for anything if you go somewhere else. Yep, 100%. You take that experience with you no matter where you go. Seems like a flaw in the system. Nope, it's just how it's always been, man. There are guys that I have taught how to fly. That's why there's a saying that says, always be nice to your FOs, because one day you may be slinging their gear. There are guys that I have taught how to fly that if I make a decision, if I am so fortunate to be in a position where I have to make a decision, and I make a decision and I start over, there will be guys that I taught how to fly that I will be in the right seat of. Crazy world, man. Crazy world. That's why you always be nice to your FOs. Because one day I may have to look over and see Wingnut over there and be like, dude, how does this work out? Wingnut, thanks for the $5 super chat. As long as you can afford steaks again so we could continue cooking wings. Wings when? You know what? I just did wings yesterday, man. Or I did wings on Sunday. Yeah, yesterday was Sunday? Yeah, yesterday was Sunday. Did wings yesterday. I didn't post any vids about it, though, because you were gone. You were flying or doing something. No one talked to me yesterday. AJ, thanks for the $3 super chat. Be a podcaster, make good money, and get WFH. Thanks, AJ. Appreciate you. Maybe I should take up podcasting. Cruise line cruise, maybe. Maybe. V1, when was the last time you flew the baby bus RL? How much more fun is it than the rest of the family? It's been a long time, Mickey. You know what? I have my logbook over here somewhere. I could probably tell you. Oh. It's still sinking. You can't go right now. It's been a long time. I love the reason I like the 319. I mean, realistically, an Airbus is an Airbus. They all kind of feel semi-similar, but they all have a little bit different performance, right? 319 obviously having the best performance. What I really liked about 319 is I just felt like it was a tank. You could go up to 39,000 feet, get over the weather, pretty much no matter what your weight was. Now, if you're super heavy, of course, you're going to be limited, but I felt like I was never high and fast in the 319 because you could kind of manhandle it. You get full speed brakes. You could get it down. You could slow it down. You can manhandle a little bit. Whereas the 320, it's just kind of, the 320 honestly is kind of the more slippery one. The 321 is just kind of big, lumbering, sluggish giant with 319 wings. But if I had to fly in turbulence all day, give me the 321 because that naturally it rides better in turbulence. The 319 rides much more like a sports car suspension. You can definitely, the little bumps feel a little bit stronger in a 319 compared to 321. But I just kind of felt like I was in the sports car version in the 319. Which sports car and Airbus don't really go together in the same sentence, but that's the best analogy I got. Matthew Press said, I have a former student that is senior to me here. Father also flew here, but still, wow, that is crazy. That's crazy, Matthew Press. Yeah, that's just a crazy industry, man. Hashtag bit of void. FedEx, UPS, Polar Air, Amazon. So, James, I flew freight, albeit I flew freight not in the main world of freight. I flew for a subcontractor of UPS, FedEx, and DHL. And that backside of the clock stuff just isn't for me, man. I got a glimpse into that world, and it just wasn't what I preferred. I like my terminals. I like my coffee. I actually like, can't believe I'm going to say this, but I like the interaction with passengers. Let me put a huge asterisk about this. Like the ones that are super passionate, right? Like I love it when kids come up to the front and they want to see pictures of the airplane. When adults come up and they want to take a picture or they're interested in the cockpit, that is one of the best things for me when I'm at work and I see it. I'm like, I love that aspect of it, right? Now, there are a lot of passenger interactions I wish I never had to have. Just walk through the terminal with blinders on, essentially. But I do like that. I would feel the cargo world to me just kind of felt a little bit more isolating and just wasn't my cup of tea, man. Dennis, the Airbus Sim, thank you for the 6 pounds. Appreciate you. Hey, from Germany, I really love your content. Can you explain how the seniority system works? How does it affect a pilot's life? So in short, Dennis, your entire quality of life is affected by your seniority at the airlines. What seniority means is when you get hired, you get stamped with an employee number and a seniority number at the same time. But let's just call it the seniority number. That seniority number, so you get hired into class of 30 people. They're going to line the class up from oldest to youngest, the oldest being number 1 in class, the oldest being number 1 in class, the youngest being number 30. okay? The number one in class will have the first choice of everything. You want to bid 777 FO out of training, it's yours. There's only one slot, but you got it. The next guy says, oh, I want to be home based in Phoenix, so he gets a Phoenix slot. The third guy gets whatever he wants, yada, yada, yada. By the time you get down through the bottom of the seniority list, you get to pick out of whatever's left. If there's nothing left that you want, too bad. You're going wherever that is. And sometimes that's the case. Maybe the only slot left is a right seat, Jetstream 41 LaGuardia, right? So, but here's the thing, Vodka, that only applies to that class. Now that seniority number, if you were the oldest guy in class, okay, yeah, you were the most senior in that class, but now you get released to the seniority list of 15,000 pilots. Now you're number 15,001, and the number 30 in your class was 15,030. You are literally the bottom of the barrel. You're subject to furlough, so if there's any economic downturn, your butt's probably going to be on the street. You want to off for holidays, weekends? Forget about it. You're probably not going to see a holiday or a weekend off for the next 10 years. You don't want to fly red eyes? Forget about it. You're going to be flying red eyes for the next 10 years because no one else wants to fly red eyes, so you're getting the red eyes. You want vacation over a week that's typically requested for vacation, spring break, summer, Thanksgiving, Christmas? Forget about it. Not going to get any of those. You're going to get whatever vacation week is left. Now, as time goes on, people retire, people leave, and you start to move up the ladder, right? So somebody retires, you move up one. Your airline hires more people. Here's another class of 60 people behind you. Now you got 60 people below you. Another class gets hired, another 60 people below you. So now you're building from both ends. You got people leaving off the top. You got people coming in off the bottom, or coming in from the bottom. So now your seniority is slowly starting to progress, right? Now these hiring situations, they go in waves. They've always gone in waves. If there's something called the lost decade, you had 2001, then the financial crisis of 2008, the age 65 implementation. It basically took a decade of pilots and hosed them. So I commonly remember jump seating on U.S. Airways with FOs that have been in the right seat for 25 years. They couldn't hold left seat. So a 25-year right seater, because 2001 happened, a merger happened, they got shafted in seniority during the merger. 2008 happened, they reduced the fleet size, right? So that group of pilots is referred to as the lost decade. Now, coincidentally, I essentially just gave myself a lost decade if I jump ship, because I'm giving up 10 years of my life, but it's better than not having a job, right? So anyway, that's kind of a little bit of a glimpse into how seniority works. Your entire life at the airlines revolves around your seniority. And a wise pilot once said to me, and I'm about to, hopefully, I don't know, when I first started flying, my first trip that I was in the 121 world flying airliners. I was flying, you guys know my first leg ever was Philly to DC, or DC to New Orleans. Later on in that trip, actually no, it wasn't an OE. It was after I was off my OE. It was my first real flight off of training. So I'm a FO, I'm released to the line, 121 Airlines. I'm based out of Atlantic City, but I get put on a trip from Philly. The first leg of my first trip ever off of training is Philly to Pittsburgh. I'm a brand new FO. I'm in the airplane talking to the captain. He's like, welcome, blah, blah, blah. Doing a normal small talk. We get a jump seater. Jump seater comes down, old guy. And he looked like, what's that guy's name? Oh my gosh. I'll think about it. Anyway, old guy. You could tell he was older. Sits down, hey, he's talking to the captain about, hey, can I catch a ride? He says, hey, I just finished my last flight. I'm an A330. He was an A330 captain for U.S. Airways. He just hit 65. It's his last flight. They did the fire hose salute when they taxied in Philadelphia. And now we're taking him on his very last commute. We're going from Philly to Pittsburgh. He lives in Pittsburgh. which a lot of U.S. Airways guys did because I was a massive base for U.S. Airways. So here I am, as green as can be, right seat, new FO, and on the jump seat is the guy who literally just spent the last 35 years of his life, 40 years of his life in the industry, and he's on his retirement commute home. We get to talking up in cruise, whatever, and he looks over at me and goes, "Son, let me tell you something." Because we're talking about, well, do you want to go to a different regional to take a lateral step so I could be home base? I could go fly for American Eagle. I could be based out of Dallas, but that's a lateral move. Do I go to this airline? I can chase an upgrade. They have quick upgrades right there. So we're having this discussion, and he looks over at me and goes, "Son, let me tell you something. In this industry, you have to understand that it's always changing. It is never always good, and it is never always bad, but it is always changing." And he said, if you get to an airline where you're happy, he says, stay there, because your seniority is everything. You want to be off for your kid's birthday? Seniority is going to allow that to happen. You want to be home for Christmas? Seniority is going to allow that to happen. Don't go chasing money. Don't go chasing bases. Go somewhere. If you're happy at an airline, said stay there. And so for the last essentially 5 years now, I've been really heeding that advice. I'm like, don't jump ship. Don't jump ship. But in light of recent events around the industry, this is really coming down to my last opportunity. If I were to jump, if I want to have any resemblance of seniority, I would have to jump now. And if my operator wasn't in this position, this wouldn't even be a conversation. But my operator is in a peculiar situation where it's quite possible it's going to cease to exist in the coming year, right? Now, do I think that's going to happen? Probably not. I think something else is going to happen, but do I want to be a part of that? Do I not? What if it does cease to exist? Now you have all these pilots that are senior to me, more experienced than me, that are going to go out. Everybody's going to be trying to jump on other airlines, right? So this is literally my last opportunity to make a move, if I am so fortunate to be in a position to make a move. So that is partially the main reason why I never left the first time, 4 years ago, 3 years ago. Because I was happy. My airline was not in a peculiar situation. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to stay. But now, things have changed. So that's kind of where I'm at. It's what I've been grappling with. A couple of super chats. Appreciate you. Turtle, thanks for the $5 super chat, man. Props to all you do. Appreciate you, V1. I'd stick around, but I got a jet. I'll board you on the next one. Hey, Turtle, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I appreciate the support, dude. Very, very kind. Thank you, man. Al Loper, thanks for the $20 super chat. Al, appreciate you, man. Hope everything works out for you and the family. Change the future can be scary, but also offer opportunities you don't have now. You're 100% correct, Al. You're 100% correct. So I appreciate that $20 super chat. And like I said, I don't have a decision to make until I have one to make. So I'm just going to keep my head down. I'm going to stay positive, and we'll see what happens. Ben says, I was a conductor at Union Pacific, held seniority, and then forced to engineer school and started over. The quality of life of living at the bottom of the roster was hell. I know it, Ben. I know it. So for me, what's interesting is every step of the way in my career, I have always been the bottom. I've always been the plug because I was always very young. I was the plug at my flight school when I got hired as an instructor with a couple of instructors. Not that that really made a difference, because seniority at my particular school where I was teaching, yeah, it made it up for a couple things, but pretty much it wasn't really anything. But it's a worthy mention. My first 135 gig, I was the absolute plug, absolute bottom. I went to the absolute place I did not want to go. I got the equipment I did not want to get. I got the schedule I didn't want to get, but I went anyway, right? Short-term pain for long-term gain.
You and that lovely family in my thoughts and prayers. It's a crazy situation.
Dougal, thank you so much for the $10 super chat, man. I really appreciate you. Hope you are well, Dougal. Thanks again for the $10 bank angle check. Appreciate the kind words, man. Really, really do appreciate Appreciate you, man. Been a long road, Dougal. Dougal's been around this whole road pretty much. It's been a long road, hasn't it, Dougal? So anyway, yeah. So 135, the plug. My first 121 airline. Oh, my second 135, the plug. My first 121 airline, absolute plug. The only place I did not want to go was Atlantic City. They had 1 million slots. Me and my buddy Travis, good friend to this day. He's actually a NetJets guy now, by the way. He loves, you talk about corporate, he loves it. He's a NetJets guy. Me and my buddy Travis were the last two in the class. I was dead last. He was one above me. We both got Atlantic City. Did not want to commute to Atlantic City from Dallas. Terrible. I spent more money going to work than I made for my first year. Short-term pain, long-term gain, right? Make it to my first main carrier. Absolute plug of the list again. Class of 60. Guess who's number 60? Me. Base I didn't want to get. Check out this irony. Atlantic City. There was like 3 slots for Atlantic City. Everyone else literally got their pick of where they wanted to go. Atlantic City was an option. I got Atlantic City. Then I had to go through Fort Lauderdale. Then I got through Chicago before I could finally get back to where I wanted to be. So every step of the way I've been dead last because I've been younger. But now I'm like, well, hey, if I get to a new class now, I won't be dead last. I guarantee that. So that's a positive outlook, right? I won't be last. Captain Simp V1 was the power bottle. Thanks for the $2 super chat, man. Appreciate you. You have a lot of real useful input in your commentary. This is the first time I've sat down and listened to you speak about the airline industry. Malps, yeah, man. It's this is we'll just call this jump seat talk with V1. It's just jump seat talk, man. No music, no bullshit. You're just talking straight up here on the jump seat. James, I think you should fly from NOAA. You're flying the Hurricanes with the P3. No, thank you. No, thank you. Shaq Oatmeal. What's going on, dude? How you doing, Shaq? How about that Eagles game, dude? Freaking Eagles. Unbelievable. Hope you're having a good one, Shaq. Shaq. I look forward to flying with you someday, my man. It's going to happen. Shaq has been he's the ultimate grinder. Shaq and I are going to fly together someday for sure. I won't be last, Boomer. Yeah, I know. Mickey G. So what about you, man? Are you going to make the jump? Yeah, Mickey G will throw gear for me, Wignut. Wouldn't that be something? All right, we got to expect the Bodega 4. How far do we got? Well, what's our distance here? My goodness, 153. How long have we been talking, man? I feel like we just started this flight. I've been on my soapbox for too long, chat. We got to plan the arrival. We're 30 miles out. It's time to go to work. Hold on, look at this. Look at my X-Plane 12 secret beta released. New cloud lighting. I'm sorry. I know, the X-Plane digs are low-hanging fruit. They're low-hanging fruit. If you like X-Plane, listen, I'm sure it's fantastic. I love that you love X-Plane. Don't take it personal. I'm just joking. I made a comment on XP's video. He's like, what do you say, 5 reasons why X-Plane isn't dead yet. I made a joke comment on there. Man, some people lit me up on that one. Well, this is why you have no respect in the community. Why are you such an a-hole while all your other peers are so much better than you? Should have seen the comments on that. All right, I'm just kidding. All right, X-Plane 12 is great. Matter of fact, we're probably going to fly X-Plane 12 soon here. Let me do some work here, and then we're going to go back to looking around. Ooh, we can see stuff out the window. All right, arrival. That's perf. I don't care about that. I'm sure we're not the first 319 to land in San Francisco today. San Francisco. Bodega 4. Now, this is a place I haven't flown into in a while, so let's actually check this out. Bodega 4, Melbeck transition down to Bricks is at 11,000 feet. All right. Is there any speed restricciones? There's a couple on there. The first one is going to be 280, so we'll set our first speed restriction to be 280. And we'll just set 78, 280 for the descent because that's our first speed target. So because it's our first speed target, why didn't it take? 78, 380. 380. Oh my gosh, 280. Chat.
United 357, descend via Bodega for arrival, San Francisco landing runway, 28 right, altimeter 3000,
Wilco. Tell him yes. Tell him yes.
Bodega 4 arrival. San Francisco landing runway 28 right, altimeter.
Landing 28 right.
57.
And coming off the Bodega, we'll take it all the way out to Archie just so we have all the fixes. So let's come back in here. Flight plan, arrival, approach, vias. I'm going to load it off of Archie just so we have all the fixes. That looks good. We'll insert that. Perf, next phase, still 280 in the descent. Let's go ahead and get the information. And we won't request it through ATC this time. We'll just go ahead and pick up the METAR right here. Arrival, SFO 070 at 7. We should set a lower altitude in there as well, so I don't forget. What was it, 11,000? I'm going to set 21 because I know to set it again here. 11,000, 3008 and 21. 3008 21 ILS 28 right. Approaches charts 28 right. 213.
Expect Bodega 4, runway 28 right.
Expect Bodega 4, runway 28 right, United 20 for 82.
All right. Man, there's some weather out there to the left, huh? All right, here we go. Looking at this, make sure our constraints are in there. 280, 280, 11,000, and then we'll probably get vectored, which is to be, it's always exciting getting vectored from beyond ATC. That's ready to go. We'll start down 5 prior. Put the range out there. We're about 10 prior. We're looking good. We'll do manual brakes, full flaps, full reverse. Any questions? No questions. I'll throw up terrain mode since we're going to be descending down into terrain. Leave the radar on over there. I think we're ready. What'd I miss? All right. Let me turn up the sounds just a little bit. Look at that. That looks amazing. I'm confident on one career path Viva won't pursue as Iveo Premium ATC Supervisor. Hayden J. Robbins, the Speedbed. 2 pounds. Please apply to Speedbed. Thank you, Hayden. Appreciate the 2 pounds, man. Very kind. Appreciate you, sir. Very, very kind. All the best. Thank you. Speedbed in the house. You know, that'd be something flying for Speedbed. Take it with a grain of salt, but the rumor is 2,000 to 2,600 to be hired in 2026. Planes are finally showing up. I'll take it with a grain of salt. That is awesome, though. Like I said, I don't want to get ahead of myself. There's a lot of work to be done. When I have to make a decision, I will make a special members-only stream where we will unveil all of the details and we will talk about decisions that need to be made. But until then, I'm going to keep the head down, got to stay focused, got to make sure I put myself in a position to be able to make a decision. Michael Bonega, the 20 gifted sub bomb, my man. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate the 20 gifted subs, Michael. Very kind of you, sir. Man, you guys have been absolutely awesome. Up to 103 new members on the first stream back in multiple weeks. You guys are awesome. You never miss a beat. Thank you all for the support. And Michael, thank you so much, man. Really appreciate you. Be a controller? Yeah. How'd you choose which airline to fly for? Commercial pilot chat poll. Oh my gosh. I'm going to make one, Wingnut. Wingnut, I'll do it. I'm not going to necessarily go with what the poll says, but I'll be curious. Oh, chat, we're behind our descent. I know it. Oh, now we're going to be back, and people are going to be like, wow, look at the descent model sucks. VNAV sucks on the 319. Yeah, I flew 20 miles past the TOD. Now we got to play catch up. What's the bottom? 11,000? It's 11,000, isn't it? 11,000 at Bricks. Great. It's okay. See, now here's the thing. Real world 319, we should be able to catch up to this. 260K knots. We're right up there. And look at me pulling the speed brake, 38,000 feet. I'm flying like a new hire. Boards out, 38,000 feet. I am a new hire in training. Look at this. We're going to blow through that one. No, 290 at 280. Chat, we are hiring a van full of hippies right now. Speed brakes are coming out. I'm going to select Mach 79 so we don't overspeed. Matthew, his question at the answer of why fly here? Oh, because my commercial pilot chat told me to. That's hilarious.
San Francisco
All right, seatbelt sign is coming on. We got to catch up to this. This is going to be 1,800 feet high, full boards. We're going to need some relief on the speed, most likely. We're catching up to it. We're catching up to it. Let me get it 8-1. It's smoothed out here. Let's ride the barber pole. Whatever our flyaways end up back in the baby bus, just love it. I know, Dougal. I love it. I absolutely love it. Man, it's bumpy now. What the heck's going on here? I had to make sure I had to take care of flying to my home airport. I appreciate you, Mike. This is normal, though. You always miss TOD. Rossiya Airlines is hiring direct entry captains. Oh, you know what's crazy? I saw the Aerosupra 727 taken off in Colombia the other day. I was in Bogota. I think the last time I flew with you guys, I said I had a Bogota trip coming up, and sure enough, 727 takeoff right in front of us. It was awesome. Absolutely awesome to see the 7.2 flying. Look, we're catching up to our thing, but we're also way too fast. So we're on speed now. Let's go ahead and select 280. We're also high at Joan. Yeah, we did not do very good, chat. We did not do very good. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We'll do some of that pilot stuff. We're going to do open. We're getting relief on the speed. We're going to catch up to this sucker right here. Watch this. We're going to catch up. We're going to get back on profile. I need relief on the speed. AJ, can somebody please tell AJ why we don't need to turn off the autopilot to get full boards in the A319? AJ, check out V1 Sib on YouTube, man. I got a whole tutorial series. Corn Addict, yeah, I would have loved to, man. I would have loved to. Saw a 340 coming out of London Heathrow. Heathrow? It's all white. Ooh, probably maybe CIA zippy. Who knows? AJ's too busy saying that the Fenix 319 is bugged. Oh, gosh. TCAS. I have control. Oh, we're going to get an RA. Look at this. We actually just descended through this guy because we're going faster than 280. Obviously, we would comply. Flight director's off. TCAS, I have control. But I just want to catch up to this to show you guys that it is semi-believable here. All right, 280 on the speed now. Should keep that in the green. Some chump in the back is pissed with the sinus infection. Yeah, especially on a 319, man. Probably didn't feel good. All right, look at this. Now we're going to set 11 thou. And we're going to remanage. Thrust idle, speed, descent. Stow the speed brakes. Remanage the speed. Look at that. We're cooking with gas now. Problem is, now we're on speed. Just, we don't have enough spacing. All right, here we go. Look at that. We're right back on profile, looking good.
Center, United 357, descending via
Question for chat, no real Airbus pilot answer. Why turn the flight directors off when responding to an RA? Ooh, that's good.
United 357, Oakland Center, copy.
Clear of conflict.
Clear of conflict. Who said cockpit confessionals for members only? That's right.
Good afternoon, Oakland Center, Alaska 1284, descending via Bodega 4, flight level 225.
Alaska 1284.
Yo, another week. Jeff, what's going on, man? How you been, Fabiano? You want to fly? Jeff, do you have the H60? The Blackbird Milviz H60? Fly for PIA and fly the SCARDU route exclusively. Now that would be something. Any TARA in real life? Yeah, I've had probably less than 5 RAs real world. There was a period of time there in DFW where departures were getting level off RAs a lot because they had out the arrivals coming in. They eventually changed one of the altitudes on the arrival. They changed the bottom altitude. It's now 11,000 feet. It used to be 10,000 feet at Dietz. Now it's 11. So now I seldomly ever see even a TA. But there was a handful of RAs. I had like maybe 2 at a DFW where we had a level off or a monitor vertical speed. And then I had one in ATL, I know for a fact. We had one in Atlanta, a CRJ, but overshot final. That was one. I think that's it. So maybe 3. Now I've had TAs are fairly common, where you get traffic, bring you attention. Typically, a traffic is Southwest is climbing out at 18,000 feet per minute, going up to 9,000 feet, and you're at 10, so you get that traffic call. But that's not an RA. All right, we're back on profile. We'll see how she does. We're managed speed. We got 11,000 is blue. Speed, descent, nav. Oh, look at that beautiful view right there. Elena Zane says, if you're not following, it shouldn't be on. That's up the right tree. Jeff says, I've been sick as a dog, man. Flu for the past week. Oh, dude. That's a bummer. Well, hopefully, here's to a speedy recovery, man. Hopefully you knock that flu out, man. Oh, it's now 12K. You're right. Yeah. 12K. It used to be 11. Yep. Think about the FMA column and think about the FMA column 1. All right, there's 18th thou. Magic barrel ref 3003 is set. 3003 seatbelt sign is on. Flight attendants, please prepare for arrival. What time is it, chat? 4 o'clock? I was supposed to do ribs tonight. I don't know if that's going to happen. We got to hurry up and land. All right, cams are up. This is a beautiful, beautiful approach. I needed this flight, Chad. I needed this. It forces speed mode with flight director. That's it. Winner, winner, winner. Look at even Wingnut couldn't figure that one out. Getting into an MH60 at all is dangerous. Yeah, so we force it. You force the speed mode with it, right? So if you left the flight director on and you started pitching, let's say, so if you started pitching down and your airplane was trying to level in alt mode, it's going to think it needs power, so it's going to increase the thrust while you're trying to dive down away from traffic. Whereas if you force it into speed mode, now it's going to target the speed that's been selected. So if you're at 250 and you get a descend, you push the nose over, power's going to roll back.
Flight level tree 80 WestJet 1031.
Look at these clouds tonight. My goodness.
United Tree 57, contact NorCal approach 134.5.
Contact NorCal approach, United 357. Have a good afternoon.
Golly, the lighting in the sim.
NorCal approach, United 357.
It's just, I know, I'm glazing a little bit. I haven't flown the sim in 2 weeks, so it's just nice to.
United 357, NorCal approach, altimeter tree 005.
No, Rambo. We're in VNAV. And we're bang on the VNAV. We're right on speed. It looks 100% realistic to me. Look how the lighting's washing out the FCU lights. That is so cool. And then you come over here, and the FCU is like just perfectly lit.
SkyWest 5271.
The detail in the sim with ray trace shadows and everything, and now with the Fenix, just insane. Thrust idle. Right below 13. We're right in the high side of the econ descent window. Totally normal, totally expected in an Airbus. It does a pretty poor job of being at the exact speed that you want it to be at. It will take advantage of that econ descent window. So that's not inaccurate by any means. Plus we were also late. See, so now it's like, I need to get down, but I'm at the window, so it's trying to level off, so this is where I'll go ahead and do a little bit of speed brake. More drag required. See, it computed that it needed more drag. We need to be at 11, and it needs to slow down. So we got the speed brakes out. So speed brakes out, we'll slow to 250. Here's a trick. I only got 1,000 feet to go. I'm just going to pull for open right now. Let's go thrust idle, open, descent. I'm going to select speed. We'll get down, and then we'll slow down. 800 feet to level off. I got to rip the speed here real quick when we go into outstar so it doesn't thrust up with the boards out. There's speed. Roll the speed back. Keep the thrust at idle. Keep the thrust at idle. Speed out star. 250 selected. Stand by on speed brake retraction. For cork at 11,000 is met.
357. Lead cork heading 105. Expect radar vectors for visual approach. Runway 28 right.
All right, that's us. Boom. Stow the brakes. Right on it.
Lead cork heading 105. Expect radar vectors for visual approach. Runway 28 right. United 357.
Cork 105 heading.
United 357, turn left, heading 105, descend and maintain 10,000, vectors for the approach.
Thrust idle, open, descent, down we go.
Turn left, heading 105, descend and maintain 10,000, United.
I missed the Golden Gate Bridge. Dang it, we missed the Golden Gate Bridge.
Alaska 1284, North Call approach, altimeter 3005, expect the
Gosh, this
visual
looks like a
approach,
United
runway
commercial.
28 right.
Altimeter 3005, expect the visual approach, runway 28 right, Alaska 1284.
United 357, descend, maintain 5,000.
Descend, maintain 5,000, United 357.
Thrust idle, open, descent. 5 is blue. Let's get the rest of our lights on. Actually, we'll leave that off. We'll activate, confirm the approach phase.
Expect radar vectors for visual approach.
Let's clean up the box here.
Leave Archie heading 285.
She might be sending people to Archie, so we're going to clear from the top.
28 left. United 1174.
Clear bricks. What? Oh, we'll clear PPAS.
United
What?
1174, turn right, heading 280, descend and maintain 6,000,
Won't let me
altimeter
clear bricks?
3005, vectors for
Fine.
the approach.
Turn right, heading 280. Descend and maintain 6,000. Altimeter 3005.
That's wrong.
United
There we go.
1174.
One way to clean the skin cat. That must be a Thales thingy. Oh, was I trying to clear on R2 or R1?
United 1174, descend, maintain 2,500
I was probably trying. Was I trying to clear on R1?
Descend, maintain
I'm rusty, man.
2,500 feet. United
It's all right. We still
1174.
accomplished the same task. There's multiple ways.
Alaska 1284, lead cork heading 115, expect radar vectors for visual approach, runway 28 right.
We're activated, confirmed. VF 125. All right, we're looking
Alaska
good.
1284, turn left, heading 120, descend, maintain 10,000, vectors for the approach.
Turn left, heading 120, descend, maintain 10,000,
It's
Alaska
busy in here.
1284.
This is beyond ATC. Yeah. Why is the APU on? Because we had electrical failure. Zippy. Whoa, new badge. 25 months, man. Zippy, my man. Thanks for the support, dude. 25 months. V1's already in full FO mode? I know. I'm going to have to start flying from the right seat now, too. Gross. Do I have the traffic slider to max? I might. I should probably turn it down. How can I adjust that? Let's see.
SkyWest 5271.
No, it's at 5, but 5 is a lot.
Intercept the 28 left localizer.
Seems realistic,
Descend
though.
and maintain 3000.
A skinless cat with him.
Turn right, heading 240. Intercept the 28 left localizer.
I could tell there's a lot of traffic because
SkyWest
my sim was
5271.
a little bit of hicky-uppy there. Look, we're coming into Oak City out here off the left. That's crazy. I used to fly this all the time. Almost this exact thing with this. So I take my little Navajo, we come in here, do a little transition, fly over to Hayward. I have a right-hand FSprojects stick you can use. Andre, I'm going to need it, dude.
SkyWest 5271 airport.
I was not anticipating failures, no.
Report the field in sight.
We have the field, SkyWest 5271.
SkyWest
Following SkyWest, that's scary.
Visual approach runway 28 left.
I think that's
Clear
SkyWest.
visual approach 28 left.
I think my
SkyWest
mouse is going.
5271.
I don't think it's... My mouse is doing weird things again. And it was doing weird things. That's us.
Turn right heading 225. Intercept the 28 right localizer. Descend and maintain 3100.
That's a good vector.
Turn right, heading 225, intercept the 28 right localizer, descend and maintain 3,100, United 357.
All right, 225, 3,100. This vector will work out, actually. I'm pretty sure. We're also probably should slow down. Let's see. Let's take it off of Dumba.
Airport is at your 12 o'clock,
Boom,
15
boom.
miles. Report the field in sight.
No, no, no. Heading. Low. Oh, no, that's not a good one. Wow, big wind shift. That's okay. We just got the low. It should have been gripping. See that wrong line there? I took it one early. I should have taken it off of whatever that fix is there. G pin? C pin? That's right. Loc is blue. 3100 is blue.
SkyWest 5271. Contact
She can
San
give me a
Francisco
speed. I'm
Tower
going to select 210 here.
120.5. Over to Tower 1, 20.5. SkyWest 5271.
I feel like I'm eating up that SkyWest. Would have been so much easier with my
United Tree 57. Airport
FCU.
is at your 2 o'clock, 16
Insight.
miles. Report the field in sight.
insight.
We have the field, United 357.
United Tree 57. Cleared visual approach runway 28 right.
Cleared visual approach 28 right, United 357.
All right. Lodestar, glide slow blue. Ooh.
United 1174. Contact
We need to
San
get
Francisco
down.
Tower 120.5.
Vertical speed. Let's see if we can't catch up here.
United 1174.
Flaps are 1.
NorCal approach, United 2482, 1 tree 13,900 with information hotel.
What is Axmals at 1600?
United 2482, NorCal approach, altimeter tree 005.
Throw the gear, man.
Expect the visual approach, runway 28 right. Altimeter tree 005, expect the visual approach, runway 28 right. United 2482.
We got,
United Tree 57, contact San Francisco.
I don't know if we're
Tower
going to catch it, Chad.
120.5.
I don't know if we're going to catch it.
Contact Tower 120.5, United 357. Have a good afternoon.
I don't know if we're going to catch it.
United 357, visual runway 28 right.
United Tree 57, San Francisco Tower, wind 045 at 4, runway 28 right, cleared to land.
Runway 28 right, cleared to land. United 357.
Glide slope star. We're on the visual. Go around altitude set 1600. Got to slow down here. We got 1,000 feet to slow. We might be all right, chat. We might be all right. That's only because it's a 319. If it was a 320, we would have been hosed. Got 800 feet, 200 knots. Yeah, we'll be good. Flaps 2, VFE next minus 10, flaps 2. Oakland Bridge. Flaps 3. 500 feet to be stable. We got the speed brake because we are 319 still. We'd be locked in if it was 321. There's flaps full, speed checks, flaps full, landing checklist. That's an appropriate ECAM because we're going flaps full with the speed brake out. Look at that. Landing checklist, please. Cabin crew advise auto thrust, speed, auto brakes are off. ECAM memo, landing all green. Landing all green. Landing checklist is complete. Clear to land. Ground altitude set 1,600 feet. Well, actually, we'll just set 2,000. What the hell? Altitude set 2,000. 1,000 stable. Clear to land. Recording is on, chat. Oh my gosh. Making me work here. All right, autopilot's off. No, it's not. It's not bound. Autopilot off. Cat 1. Insight landing. Sounds up a little bit.
United 1174, go around.
Uh-oh.
Fly runway heading, maintain 5,400 feet.
Where's that guy at?
Going round. Fly runway heading, maintain 5,400 feet. United 1174.
United 1174, contact NorCal approach 134.5.
Contact NorCal approach 134.5. United.
That is a beautiful shot right here. Except the ocean stuff off to the right, doing weird things. Man, the winds are almost calm, chat. Brace yourselves.
100 above. Minimum.
Landing.
$100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard.
Ah!
10.
You hear that thrust up there? What's going to cost us? It's alright, we got it. Spoilers. Fly the nose down. Reverse green. Decel. Right on centerline, chat. Did you hear that little? I was a little late on the retard. You heard it, you know, spooled up like 2%.
United 357, exit left at Tango.
Where's Tango?
Exit left at Tango, United 357.
I think it's this next one. I hope it's this next one because that's where we're going. Say goodbye to frames. I guess they're not too bad. Gosh, I can't see what I'm... Look at the sun is great. I should say exit left at Tango, hold short 2A left. Should be the call there.
United 357, contact ground 121.8, have a good one.
Ground 121.8, United 357.
All right, we'll hold short here.
United 1230, San Francisco ground. Pushback approved. Face northeast.
Pushback approved, face northeast.
All right, let's go ahead and set the brake. Looks like we're sitting here for a minute. Kill the lights so the guys on 2A left aren't freaking out. Request taxi to gate. What gate are we going to?
357, request taxi to the gate.
F16.
United 357, welcome to San Francisco. Say parking or advise if need assignment.
Sure, let's go to gate. Oh my goodness. I don't want to go to C. Let's go to E1. Sure.
Request gate Echo 1, United 357.
I think that's over here.
United 357, gate Echo 1 taxi via Tango. Hold short runway 28 left.
I'm holding short at 2A left.
Gate Echo 1 via Tango. Hold short runway 28 left, United 357.
We're holding short. Now we're waiting to cross.
United 357, holding short 28 left.
Echo 1's in the corner. Tango straight in, pretty much.
United 357, cross runway 28 left at Tango. Continue taxi via Tango, Delta Alpha.
Cross 28 left at Tango, continue via Tango, Delta Alpha, United 357.
Clear left, clear to cross.
2332, ready to taxi to the active.
United 2332, runway 1 right.
Tuco, my man, thank you for the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, sir.
Alpha
Says, it was good to see you back on stream. Wishing you and your family the best. I know it'll work out for you. 50K plus references available upon request. Tuco, appreciate that, man. Very kind. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Steelers still suck. I love you, though, man. Thanks for the support. Very kind. Very kind. All right, we're clear. He said Tango Delta Alpha. We're just going to go straight in. We're going to go here. We're going to clean up the flaps from the wing view because that's the best wing view to clean up the flap. Look at this lighting, right? This looks real life. The sun here. Man. All right. Up. Tango Delta Alpha. I think Delta was that one. But we're going to turn in right here. Delta 1 Alpha. Into the E-gates right there next to, was that a 777? Man, I'm gonna miss taxiing if I can. I gotta stop that. I gotta just get the opportunity to not taxi anymore. All right, since I have to go home and cook ribs, we're not gonna shut down. We're not gonna do any of that fun stuff. We're gonna go right to the gate, and then we're gonna go right into replay mode. I'm just gonna park here at the hard stand next to this 777. I'm pretty sure we passed the Echo gates anyway. Wow, we're not even on the right line. Realism.
At gate Echo 4, request pushback.
Realism. Yeah, this is Fox 1-5. Party ribs, Mickey G. Party ribs, dude. Is there any other kind? Man, I might have to adjust my brake curves because these are really spongy now. The new Fenix brakes. Erp. 2 inches too long. All right. Let's go ahead and kill Beyond ATC. Thank you for your service. Let's go into replay mode. Let's see how bad we did. Actually, let's see what Volanta said. In flight. Statistics say, ooh, it says 200. A 200 foot per minuter. That was a beautiful vector, though. Look at, if you're on the vertical stream, let me show you this here. Beyond ATC nailed this. Let me just center it in. If you're on the vertical stream, you want to see the vector. Look at that. We came in off the arrival. Boom, boom. That was beautiful. Shout out to Beyond ATC. All right. Full screen cam over here. Replay mode is starting right now.
Too low. Terrain.
Flaps are coming out. That's coming out. That's off. Spoilers are arming. Enjoy the flap deployment here. Give me the vector, Victor. Really impressed with the lighting, especially night lighting. Yeah, Double D Worth. Feels good to be back in the sim, man. Feels good. I think I'm going to turn down my sliders a little bit with Beyond ATC. I felt a little degradation of performance there on our arrival. For sure, but still pretty smooth. Nothing crazy. Finally got power back. Got a heavy storm overhead. Hope you're doing okay, Captain. I know things are rough. Flight sim guy. Appreciate you, man. Heavy storm. Where are you at? Hopefully there's no storms where I'm at. Appreciate the support, man. Oh, put the auto thrust back on here. Hold on.
Don't sink.
Auto thrust back on. Mike McLaughlin, thanks. Wishing you all the best for the future. Catch up next time. Thank you, Mike. Talk to you next time, buddy. Oh, South Florida? Oh, yeah, there's storms there every day, right? I actually have, Miami twice this week. Thursday, Friday. I might drop Friday. Poltergeist, exclamation point, replay. This is Flight Recorder. It's a free replay tool. I highly recommend it. In my opinion, it's the best one. Like, if the sim were to crash right now, we could still watch the replay. We could reboot the sim and then just reload the replay. Oh, yeah, I think that was a 200-footer. That was a 200-foot per minuter for sure. Let's go back and see. I could just tell by the impact sound. That sounded like a 200-er. Float, just a hair. You won't hear it in the replay, but in the real time, if you go back, you'll hear the engine spool up just a fraction of a second here, and that's what cost us. I was just a hair too late. Yeah, but at that point, we just got to set her down. That wasn't really floaty. Bang on center line. Honestly, that's for a light 319. That's pretty dang realistic. A light 319 I'll fight anybody. I think the light 319 is the hardest Airbus to land. Of all of them, it's the hardest one to get a smooth landing. Let me rephrase it. The hardest one to get a smooth landing is a light 319. So that right there to me looks like a pretty typical lightweight 319 landing. Just means Fenix is the GOAT. All right, let me go ahead and set up Faviano replay cam here. So we'll go external. We're going to reset the camera. Is that including 318? I never flew the 318, so can't do that. You know what? Let's do the replay from the other side with the sun setting. I'm not sure what the 318 lands like, but okay, and then we're going to do this. We're going to center you like so. We're relocked. All right, let's watch it. Oh yeah, I could see the little little whoop-de-doo here on final. Watch this. Spoilers are still out, unfortunately. Watch this. So right here, almost perfect. Ah, a little bit of a thrust bump. That now you gotta let it settle. That 2-second thrust bump there. Gotta let it settle. Beautiful. All right, sails coming up. I'm gonna leave the camera here. I'm gonna wind the replay back. Gonna go back out here. I'm gonna sign off. Speed. All right. Guys, this was a great stream to come back to. I appreciate all of the support today. Had a ton of new members, super chats, bank angle checks. Y'all have been super supportive. Even in times of me not streaming, y'all always hang tight. So I really do appreciate that. It means a whole lot to me. I'm going to keep you updated on what happens next. Like I said, there's still a lot of work to be done in my career-wise, so I'm going to stream when I can. And any big news, I will let y'all know. So go Steelers, get out of here, Jacob. Until the next one, hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow we can sneak out a stream. Not sure what will fly. Maybe a Boeing. Maybe we better fly the 737 tomorrow, Mickey G. All right. Y'all have a good rest of your night. Thank you so much for the support. Talk to you on the next one. Stay safe, stay healthy. I'm V1. See you.
Speed.